Huh, it didn't take long. Alright, just a sec. I gotta extinguish this flame. My ashtray caught fire. There we go. Who the fuck? Alright. Now, what was I doing? Hostile takeover. Sure. No, I'm gonna get my own vehicle. Where the fuck's... Oh, there's a van. Or it's unlocked. Oh, sweet.
This takeover won't be hostile for long. Atlas and Malawan, we're hashing things out the corporate way. Reese doesn't get it yet, but when this is over, we'll all be one Titanic happy family. You're small stuff, Vault Hunter. Not worth my time. Mess with my Gigamind, though, and that'll change. Keep playing under the feet of giants, you're gonna get stepped on.
I missed you, boy. Yes, into the fray.
Oh, this Chromebook is pretty damn good. This is like my 5th day using it. It's like, or no, longer than that. I think it's been a week already or something like that. Man, the last laptop I had or was using on the regular basis, I think was like, oh god, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. When smartphones kind of like became popular, and of course I was a console gamer, I was like, nope, fuck PCs, man, fuck all that shit. And I was just having a hard time with PCs. Like I kept getting viruses, and just couldn't maintain them, and couldn't be bothered with them. So I like, so I'm done with PCs. But I recently had to get one because I'm looking at getting a new job, and I can't just live on using smartphones and tablets forever. So, I guess I'll take it.
That will at least hold recently processed data and thoughts during death.
I will keep it separate from the others.
Return to the base and send them.
And I'm currently trying to figure out how to stream my live performances over YouTube based on like the equipment that I already have, but I don't think it's gonna cut it.
Brains right out of my Gigamind. Not
But
satisfied with running
that's a
on-
temporary problem.
I get it. My father once said I was 12th in line to run the company, so I made 11 quick little cuts to the family tree. Now I'm next in line. Think about that. Now you've put yourself in my way.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Just back here. I'm not gonna walk back, I'll just fast travel back. So yeah, currently I'm able to perform live with
Why do you smell like
my
burnt
shitty little
fried
interface,
circus?
but I can't sing
You know what?
and
I
play
don't
guitar
wanna-
at the same
Call
time.
Reese, let him know
I
you
have
got
to
the
pick
job done.
one or the other. I can go karaoke mode, or I can go like play guitar to like drums and bass and shit, pre-recorded.
Did you get the data from Gigamind?
So it's cool that I could do that now.
I have it, but you must promise to help us get to the vault.
Ooh, yeah, that. It's just I'm super busy with this whole invasion thing. Any other time, it is vault o'clock, baby. But I've got my company to look out for.
Perhaps my beast would enjoy this brain as a snack.
Wait. Oh, okay, fine. I rebuilt Atlas from almost nothing, and I will do anything to keep Malawan from taking that away. I swear on this company's future that
Let's see what this thing has.
and open the vault.
That's as good a promise as any killer. Give the man what he needs.
Alright, I gotta take the time to look at my shit. Oh, too many guns. Oh, excuse me. So wait, what level are you? You're at 13, eh? I'm gonna drop some weapons to see maybe if they're of any use to you. Take a look at those if they're any good. Well, okay. Hmm.
Wish I could go pick the fights with the bad guys.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep this. Okay. All right. Oh, do I have to do something?
I have never seen Reese squirm like that. You're really something, Vault Hunter.
Standing right here, hologram can still hear you, and Hollow Reese has feelings. Oh man!
Oh, I can equip
Got
class
everything
mods.
up in there. Troop movements, supply lines, scouting
Finally.
data.
Do I have one?
Looks like Malawan's been searching for fragments of the vault key themselves, and they've got some leads. Planet called Venus?
Venus.
I don't really.
Vault Hunter, come up to Sanctuary.
Weapon damage.
Great work. You do that. Reese, out.
Okay, so you saw a corporation that was getting curb stomped by a way bigger and cooler corporation, and you said, I'm going with Team Loser Stash? Come on, work with me here, superfan. This whole beef over the vaults has been getting mondo views, but it's got a shelf life. Specifically, when you die. So, try to keep it going, maybe find some better allies? Just a suggestion. Later.
Anyone see my sandwich? It was big with a bite out of it and mine, and I wasn't done with it.
I don't know if that mod. I should have spread it around a little bit. Alrighty. I'm ready to rock. Go to Sanctuary? Oh, shit. Okay. Is there anything else we need here? Oh, boy. Oh. Because it's 4:20 somewhere. Go back to the store
Meet me
today.
up on the bridge when you're ready, killer.
That's this up. Alright.
This thing on? Test. Hey, Vault Hunter, have we got an opportunity for you? You don't want to miss it!
Oh, did he leave? Gave him some free shit and he left.
So how was Prometheus?
I'm just passing on the generosity, you know?
Neon. Atlas is on its last gasp.
I never play live.
Help Reese when we can.
I mean,
Right
let
now,
alone
we
stream
gotta get to Athena.
my gameplay, but
I've got a friend there. We should
I
see
don't
what
like
she
do
knows.
matchmaking ever.
Claptrap, tight broadcast to
And
Athena. Call sign Sapphire.
it's the first time I do it, and I get like a shitload of money and a shitload of, well, some weapons, not a shitload of weapons.
Lilith, what are you? Oh, damn it!
So I just want to like pass that generosity on
Bad time?
Yeah, kind of.
whenever I can, you know.
I'm guessing
Don't break my back or anything like that.
Malawan's trashing our monastery? Well, I don't have it, but I know where it is. Hey, get here soon or you'll miss all the fun. And by fun, I mean getting bulldozed by corporate murder squads.
Maya. She can hold her own until we get there. She's a siren and as badass as they come. Hell, maybe we can convince her to join us.
She's not that badass. She
It would be
ended up
helpful
dead.
to have another siren on board.
If she was badass, she would have
Lilith, I was
not
still
died.
counting you.
Oh, more ladies on Admiral Claptrap's love ship. Everyone's looking at Claptrap. Booyah!
Set a course for Athena's, Vault Hunter.
Go to the white square and press X, Vault Hunter.
Malawan again. These guys are relentless.
Drop pods ready when you are, VH.
Waiting for something? I forget.
Oh,
A bandit cult led by a soul-sucking siren in a corporate...
Athenas. Another thing I tried experimenting with too was just using BandLab to record and using just trying to like process guitar effects live, trying out the live monitor and all that stuff. That's where I got mixed results too. I find that
You're here. Right in time for a fight.
I tried my USB
Come find me
Type
in the
C
market quarter. A battalion
interface
of
with this.
Malawan troops are
My
trampling my home,
what
and
the
I'd
fuck's it
appreciate
called?
some help. You know, killing them.
Oh, it's right next to me. Ceremonic Smart Rig UC. That's what it's called. Type C. And that thing is good at recording, but the minute you start to process anything, there's like this wicked delay that comes in. So then I tried my iRig too. I'm sure if I used the iRig one, I would get the same result. It's pretty much the same circuitry. The iRig, I had no latency at all. And the only time I had latency was when I was doing other things, like I was processing a video. Uh, yeah, I was processing a video while I was trying to record, and there was a bit of a delay. But then when the video processing stopped, I refreshed my page, reloaded the app, and it worked fine after that. And the latency was super, super low. So yeah, that would work fine. So, oh fuck. But the iRig is kind of old technology. But as long as they keep making headphone jacks, there are a lot of aftermarket, I shouldn't say aftermarket, but I would say like imitation iRigs out there. There's a lot of them,
Clear out those troops. I'll be there
and you can
soon.
get one for like $4. So as long as they keep making headphone jacks, I think we're fine. Because Type C, people say, oh, Type C is the same thing. It's just as good.
Excellent kill, boy.
Well, not always. Sometimes a computer will treat a Type C device like a device and not like an audio source. So there's a bit of there's some latency or delay or whatever. And also there some Type C converters, like Type C to 3.5 millimeter, whatever. There's a little bit of noise that comes out of those. So I had problems with my OTG cables because before I had an interface and I was using an OTG adapter. How the fuck do you get up here? And I was getting some hissing coming out of the adapter, whether it was plugged in or not.
First time I saw a
So
siren was my trip
I said, okay, I'm not going to use that anymore. Instead, I'm going to get a
after I found the vault.
Type C to B cable, and that problem went away. So yeah, I was able to get BandLab to work with the iRig, but not the Smart Rig. And I think it's because it's Type C. That's my theory. I can't explain it.
So you're kicking ass with the Raiders.
But I can still use the Smart Rig for like vocals and stuff, as long as I'm not using the live monitoring.
That's why I'm here. Asses. And kicking them.
But
Thought so.
in the end, I would rather just
We'll
use
meet
it
up
on my
with my
phone
apprentice,
because
if
the
she
interface
hasn't
is
gotten
way
herself
better
killed.
on the smartphone.
The fragments
Than
sealed inside an Iridian anchor hold. The whole monastery was built around
On
it
the
by
desktop,
monks
I was
and priests.
completely lost. Like,
Maybe it is, but right now it's attracting the wrong kind of attention. I came back from Pandora to protect this place. That was working out pretty good.
and another thing
Now
too
the
is
war
I don't
around us.
want a DAW that's forcing me to click on this and adjust that. I don't want to turn knobs, man. I just want to pick up the guitar and play. Yeah.
Is my profession. Athenas is now property of the Malawan Corporation. No trespassing.
Ugh, that's Traunt. Real pain in my ass. So far, he hasn't been able to get into the anchor hold, but let's not rely
But
on
yeah,
him.
for live shows, the only thing I would need is a 2-channel interface so that I can actually do the vocals and music. I could use my phone to process the guitars and play the drums and bass, right? And yeah, sing at the same time.
Secure the square. Once it's safe, we'll ring the bell of peace.
Because I notice as long as the processing is happening not on the computer, like as long as all the processing happens before it reaches the computer, the sound card, whatever, then there's no problems. So it's a no-brainer. And I'm looking at getting a just a cheap little Behringer interface. Specifically, the one that's I'm looking at is the what's it called? The UM2? I think it's the UM2. Can't remember. And there's also another one by a company called AJJ. They make an identical ripoff of the Behringer interface I'm talking about. And the piss off is it's nearly identical to the interface UMC22 by Behringer. The only difference is that it's got the UMC22 has 1/4 inch outputs instead of RCA. I really don't understand why that's worth more money, and it has a different type of preamp inside. The preamp, I guess, is worth money. It's a Midas preamp instead of a, I don't know what that is. So the piss off is that I've already owned that fucking interface before, but I didn't think it was going to be any good to me because I was thinking, oh no, the future is tablets, the future is iPhones, the future is So it wasn't a mobile friendly interface. You couldn't power it on its own. So I said, okay, it's useless to me. I want a mobile interface. So yeah, I had sold it, but I'm basically looking to buy it again for a completely different reason. But I'm not really in a rush to get it because the interface would really just allow me to do it's to just let me do vocals and play guitar at the same time. Really would have no other use case for other than that specific reason.
Coast is clear.
And I can't
When we're not at war, the
currently
coast is
justify that.
all hours of the day and night. Kind of a nightmare.
So if I get any requests for live shows, I'll just do them without vocals. No big deal. Because I'm fully equipped to do that.
Don't pee on it this time.
But I tried all kinds of things before I decided that an interface was what I needed because I figured if there was a way I could get the guitars to be processed and then like stream or share my screen and the audio, right? Well, then you'll hear my guitar play and you'll hear my vocals through the mic. So I figured that would work, but fuck no. The only thing I can only pick one mic at a time, and the latency was just it made it unusable.
I should check on my apprentice. Ava, are you still guarding the library?
Maya! Hey!
But it was worth a try.
Definitely at the library, because you told me to stay there. Here, because it's where I still am.
Now, of course, in contrast,
That was
if I just got a more powerful Chromebook,
Ava in one place is like holding on to Quicksilver.
probably wouldn't need to do any of
That's
this.
why I took her in. Either she was going to get herself killed, or maybe I could train her to, survive.
Attention, monks of Athenas! Captain Front! Surrender the vault key fragment immediately. We're gonna downsize this stupidly serene planet. That means we're gonna blow it up. God, I love this company. Form and function.
And then, of course, I thought, well, what about an amp? That'd be probably the easiest way, right? I don't fucking like amps. They're loud. And I don't record with amps. And I'm not going to say never, but I have no real strong desire to record with amps at this time. But I have been making the necessary steps to be able to do that. So I bought myself an XLR Type-C interface, smart rig interface. And I'm going to be getting the Behringer interface mic, and that's going to it's a rip-off of the SM57. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that'll serve as my vocal mic. But if I ever want to do amp miking, that's the perfect mic for it, or rather, an imitation of the perfect mic for it.
Hell yeah, Vault Hunter!
Because I'm broke, I can't afford the SM57. I can't afford
ring
anything.
the bell.
Not like it's a super expensive mic, but I always take the cheap option.
On an extremely related note, how do you feel about...
But I do like my equipment to be streamlined. I don't want. I hate living in a world where we're using adapters and adapters and plugs and plugs and plugs. I just wish we had interfaces that would just do what we fucking want them to do.
I've never actually been inside the anchor hole. It's got iridium protection.
And I noticed that right away when you're shopping for interfaces on Amazon.
Gonna go grab it, since
it's a game of you can do all of this except this one thing, and you have to pay extra money for another interface that can do that one thing you wanted, but chances are that interface is overkill or mixer or whatever. So there's a lot of that going on. So it's hard to find just the perfect interface. There's no such thing. I can't aim for shit. I think it'll be a long stream.
Cool if I take this. Oh, hey! I was just out here looting corpses. But wait, you're a vault hunter like Maya used to be? Go on adventures, save the universe, kill bad guys?
There is more to it than that. But not much more.
Yes! That's so freaking cool, I want to die instantly. I'm gonna be a vault hunter too. Or I would be if Maya assigned me more than just.
This was the worst thing to happen to the franchise right here.
Water for like 100 hours. Sorry, just.
I really didn't think they would focus the entire story on her.
We're gonna loot this graveyard or what? What you got,
Well,
Kate?
not the entire
Nothing,
story,
bitch.
but
You got nothing. Come on. Oh crap!
Attention, everyone! This is Captain Trons!
just a sec here. I'm actually getting tired of the vibrations.
Those monks are in that spooky graveyard. Wipe them out, make me proud. Then we'll go on for some soup. Codes on trot.
Oh, that's so much better.
I can open this tomb up, no sweat.
It'll also improve the battery life anyways, but
You got nothing. Maya
I used to have to shut that off when I would play video games while my wife was sleeping right next to her. I'd have to shut that off. It was pretty loud. But to begin with, the Stadia controller is not a good controller to play next to somebody sleeping because it's really snappy.
Let the hugs take you.
And I believe that's made like that for psychological reasons. The loud button snaps that you're hearing are like, I find that the snap is loudest when you let go of the button, not when you're pressing it. You notice that? And I think it's done for psychological reasons to make you think that you're pressing the button and what you see, like the button press and what you see on the screen, it closes the gap ever so slightly. Because your brain is hearing the second snap of the button, right? So there's a delay between the first snap, which is when you press it, and the second snap, and then what you see on screen. So it's choosing a closer reference point. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. I sound like a crazy person, but that's just my theory. And these buttons the buttons that do that are,
I got this one.
you know, the main four and
Sticky! Why? Why
L1
is it
and R1.
sticky? Oh, monks are so weird.
But the paddles don't do that. The paddles, something else is going on with the paddles. I call them the paddles, but they're triggers. But they're kind of like paddles. Is if you push down on the button sideways, I'd have to do a video to show exactly what I'm talking about. But if you press down sideways, it presses the button. And this is so that when you squeeze your finger, you're pressing the button. You don't have to actually push down on the trigger. You can just like squeeze. And this is, I think, also for another psychological reason. And also, the buttons are hair triggers. My theory is it's all designed this way to tighten the gap, to make it so that, oh, there's no latency, you know what I mean? It's just a theory.
Last tomb. Then we can go get that fragment. Man, I've been dying to get inside that anchor hold ever since I got here. Something about locked doors, man. Makes my palm.
Well, the hair trigger theory is like, let's say on a normal controller you're used to pressing the trigger a certain way, right? Well, on the Stadia controller, you're going to press it the same way. But the button is designed to respond at a shorter threshold than a normal controller, like an Xbox or PS4 controller. And this is, I know this is a fact because I tried the PS4. The PS4 controller. I tried that on Stadia, and I was like, I had to press the triggers down lower, and there's more travel, more movement, and it feels like more delay, right? But it's not. That's just my theory. A game theory. Sounds like my wife's awake.
Go! Go! What the hell? Oh, big wretch! Big freaking wretch! Kill it! No mercy! No mercy! It must die! Pierce through!
The bloodshed, the chaos. Go and meet them.
Rack time! Crushing it! Cool. Let's get this iridium to Maya. Ready to go when you are!
Come on. Nice
I
beak.
am done playing games, monks. Get ready for some divine judgment from me, Trant!
Maya wants to have all the fun fighting off Mallory, but screw that! That trunk guy is the worst, and I want to kick his dick off myself!
That's fucked. Again, genital mutilation.
Ava?
Oof, my wife is coughing quite a bit. I'm gonna go check on her. I think I'm gonna end the stream for today.